I'm about to make a name for myself here. So it seems that the stars are beginning to align, as Marvel Studios' Blade reboot has been delayed indefinitely. That's right, baby. The doors are now wide open for Wesley Snipes to return to the role of Eric Brooks. Now, for the last 3 months, I have been telling you guys that this was going to happen. Why? Because I understood how big of a moment Wesley Snipes put forth in that of Deadpool and Wolverine. And it seems to me that Marvel Studios may have took notes. Now, before I get into the explanation on why Marvel Studios most likely is moving away from that of Ali's version of Blade, let me give you guys the news. This article comes from nerdbot.com, although you can go to Forbes, you can go to Variety, you can go anywhere. Just Google Blade and this news will pop up on you. It is titled, Marvel Studios Blade delayed indefinitely, pulled from release schedule. So, indefinitely means no new release date. I don't know about you, but every time I heard news about a film being delayed indefinitely, we never got that film. Now, maybe something that you were paying attention to did a little bit better than everything that I have paid attention to, but since I have been doing this, and I'm talking about before I had a YouTube channel, when I was following movies back in 2015 and 16 and 17 and 18, I have never heard of a film being delayed indefinitely and still get released. Most of the time, that indefinitely means canceled. All right. Well, more bad news for fans of the Marvel Studios' Daywalking Vampire Blade. The previously announced film starring Oscar winner Mahershala Ali has been pulled from all Disney and Marvel Studios release calendars. So that's all of them. All of them. There's no indication that this film is going to be released. All right. Dan Trachtenberg, I believe that's how you say his name, or Trachtenberg, who directed 10 Cloverfield Lane and Prey upcoming movie Predator Badlands, starring Ellie Fanning, will now be hitting theaters November the 7th, 2025, which was going to be Blade's release date. You know, Blade, that film that was announced in 2019. Yeah, that one. Now, I know for a fact, many people feel that the hashtag recast Wesley Snipes movement is absolutely delusional. Why? Because they say that Wesley is too damn old. They feel that Ali is a younger actor, although he's not that much younger than that of Wesley, but they feel that they wanted someone who would be younger in the role. However, not one person who was in the movie theater with me, or even walking out of that movie theater when I saw Deadpool and Wolverine, said that Wesley was old. In fact, many people was walking out the movie theater only talking about Wesley. And yeah, occasionally you heard people talking about Wolverine's mask, but other than that, Wesley Snipes was trending walking out of that movie theater. Tell me I'm lying or not. Until today, many people are still talking about Wesley returning to the role of Blade. And I feel Marvel Studios is also talking about Wesley returning to the role of Blade as well. Check this out. Deadpool and Wolverine 2 is reportedly being discussed already. See, this is the type of stuff that may have derailed Blade, the reboot that is, entirely. See, you have to understand this. We're fans. And we were all in the movie theater and people erupted, right? When Wesley Snipes came out of that room. How do you think it went for that of Kevin Feige, Ryan Reynolds, Wesley Snipes, and all of the above? Bob Iger. How do you think it went for them? They probably had to do this to their ears to just get their hearing back, right? So when you are someone who's over a studio and you see that type of feedback, That tells you the direction that you should be headed into. Like, for real. Come on. Something tells me that this Deadpool and Wolverine 2 will also incorporate that of Blade more than the first film did. And I told y'all this was going to happen. I told you this. Matter of fact, I would say about 6 Blade videos ago, I was like, I wouldn't be shocked that this version of Blade get canceled. In fact, I feel like it was going to get canceled in favor of that of Wesley Snipes Blade. And I'm telling you, this is what's going on here. Maybe it has not been announced, but trust me when I tell you, Marvel Studios has failed so much in the last, 4 years or so, right? The best thing that they can do for themselves is go for the for sure thing. I mean, it's common sense, right? Why would you do the opposite of what everyone wants? Yeah, I know we always hyped for Ali's version, but come on. The film was announced 5 freaking years ago. How long are we going to wait for this movie, man? How long? How long are the fans are going to sit there and say, I can't wait for Ali. I can't wait for Ali. And then you see Wesley Snipes and they're like, okay, now I want Snipes. See what I'm saying here? So the right thing to do at this very moment is to put forth that of Wesley Snipes Blade. I mean, it's obvious, right? Where else are you going to go with this character? And think about it like this. Blade was announced in 2019. Deadpool and Wolverine didn't really get announced until 2 years ago or so. I would say about 2, maybe 2.5. But yet, in half the time, that film got Blade right. Think about that. The Blade reboot has been struggling for 5 years with Ali. And here comes that of Ryan Reynolds and his writing team. And look how good they incorporated that character into their story. So this tells me that Ryan Reynolds is putting the strings behind closed doors. That's right, baby. He is telling that of Kevin Feige, let me take control. And I think he told us in so many words when he was advocating for Wesley Snipes to return to the role of Blade. And for a lot of people, they didn't catch on. I did. I did, didn't I? I told y'all. I told y'all. Now look at you now. And I'm talking about those out there who's against this movement, right? Those out there who feels like Wesley Snipes coming back as Blade is totally wrong. I'm talking about y'all. Now, here it is. You're not getting the version that you hope to get in favor of the version that everyone wants. So shout out to Marvel Studios for trying to please that of the fans. Because I feel that is what's going on here. Marvel Studios may have told themselves, look, for a while we moved away from what the fans wanted. Now it's time for us to get back to where the money resides. That's how I feel. Now, as far as being a Blade fan, yes, this is some disappointing news, right? Because I'm a Blade fan. I wanted to see the Blade reboot. But I will admit, not as much as I wanted to see Wesley return to the role one more time, or 2 more times, or 3 more times, or maybe even 4. See, word is that Marvel Studios wants Blade to be the center of the Midnight Suns movie, right? If you ask yourself which Blade that might fit into that film better, you will have to say that of Snipes. Because you have nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, from that of Ali, but a voice drop. And a voice drop that was good, but it wasn't as great as that of Snipes. So with that being said, Marvel Studios has course corrected their thinking, right? They have been playing around with this project for far too long. In fact, people don't understand. Every time they hire a director and a writer and this actor and that actor, they lose out on money. So at this very moment, the Blade reboot already has the company in the negative. So what you do? You go where you already seen some positive at. At this very moment, Deadpool and Wolverine sits at $1.3 billion, I believe it is. Let me tell you before I get out of here. Deadpool and Wolverine is sitting at $1.3 billion, $636 million domestically, and $700 million overseas. So $1.3 billion worth of people has seen Wesley Snipes, and they're asking for him. All Marvel have to do is give him to us. That's it. As for Ali, it's very unfortunate. I feel sorry that he has to go through this. Because from my understanding, he was the one who contacted Marvel Studios about the role, right? It is very unfortunate. The guy has 2 Academy Awards. But when it comes down to the character, a lot of times people have been waiting a little bit too long for it, and they have moved on from the role, and from the character. And as you can see, Ali himself may have also moved on from the role because he signed on to the next 2 Jurassic World movies. So the writing was on the wall. But in the end, hopefully, as fans, we all win. Right? Because that's all what matters. If we are winning or not. And right now, recasting Wesley Snipes is the popular opinion. I'm your boy. Hopefully you have watched this video all the way to the end up you brought that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. I'm trying to reach that magical number of 10,000 subscribers. So I'd be highly appreciative. You will help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. And if y'all gonna hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button. To help me out that algorithm, baby. But in the comments below, let me know what you think about the Blade reboot being delayed indefinitely with no new release date. Most of the time, that means canceled. And also, do you agree with me when I say that Marvel Studios is now looking towards that of Wesley Snipes' version of Blade over that of Ali's? And always remember, let's love on Tom Roulette. That means let the good times roll. But let me know in the comments below.